first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. On 1st and 10, Kendrick. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Devin Bush. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing again. Kendrick. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's going to field this at the 4. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Throwing on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Kendrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take him. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Kendrick. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That's taken on the 25. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cowboys at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coach. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Kendrick. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Kendrick. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning. Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action. On 1st down, Kendrick. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Devin Bush getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and 2, Kendrick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, Kendrick. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz. They dial it up. All right, this defense back out there with the lead and also with a shutout intact as they look to finish this off in the 4th quarter. Throwing up, pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
Notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that.
Under pressure, they got him again. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Kendrick, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Bears punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And taken right at the 35. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.